When we decide to learn a new language, we want to learn it because we want to communicate in this language. So we learn some grammar, we learn new words and expressions, and then we try to learn how to pronounce those new words properly. So very often I introduce my students, new students, to phonetic chart. These are the symbols which illustrate English sounds. However, the reaction of my students, and not only mine, because lots of teachers have problems to encourage students to learn phonetic chart, so their reaction is rather negative. They say something like, well, we don't want to learn Chinese, we don't want to learn those strange sounds. Some of them say, there are lots of English dictionaries, you go there, you press a button, you hear a word many times, and you know how to pronounce it correctly. However, our hearing is not perfect. And although we've heard a word many times, we can still mispronounce it. That's why this phonetic chart is very important. Those symbols illustrate sounds. So for example, this symbol means O, and this one, ear. Another one means ow. So if we know those symbols and if we know the sounds which are behind those symbols, we can go to a dictionary, check the meaning of new word, and we look at the phonetic transcription, and we shouldn't have problems to pronounce words properly. What I do to encourage my students to learn those symbols is to do a little test. And this is what we're going to do in this video now. I would like you to repeat some words which are easy, and if you had any contact before with English, I'm sure you've heard about these words. So I'm going to give you a list of simple words, and I would like you to pronounce them. We will see, you will see, if you pronounce those words properly. If not, maybe this experiment will encourage you to learn phonetic chart. Ready to start? Let's go. So the first word is this. It's a very simple word. However, students make two mistakes. They say hotel, like in Polish language. But it's not O, it's O, so we say hotel with the stress on the second syllable, not first. When you go to a restaurant, we get a book with different dishes, name of dishes and price. It's not menu, but it's menu. In the menu, we can find different kinds of food. For example, there's vegetable, but it's not onion, it's onion. And this delicious fish is not called salmon, the L is silent, it's called salmon. Alright, enough about food. If you want to be a lawyer, you have to study not law, because law is a building, you have to study law. But a person who is responsible for a company is not called manager, but it's manager. This word is mispronounced by 99% of all students. It's not audio, it's audio. Okay? And the word don't, it's not o, it's o, so it's don't. As you can see here, simple words that you've heard them many times before, but usually don't mispronounce. Those symbols, this phonetic chart really helps. If you know the symbols and the sounds behind those symbols, you shouldn't have problems to pronounce words correctly. If you learn a new language, you also have to learn the sounds which are in this language. So basically, this video is not about teaching pronunciation, because pronunciation is mechanical. It's all about opening your mouth and moving a tongue around, which I can't check now, but it's just to encourage you to check the phonetic script and maybe learn pronunciation this way. Thank you very much for watching my video.